and getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. There it is, the Staples Center in Los Angeles, where we're getting set to bring you all of today's action. Welcome, everyone, to a great Sunday night with the NBA here on 2K Sports. Our game tonight featuring the Toronto Raptors as they go up against the Los Angeles Lakers here in Staples Center. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Well, we all saw the media frenzy that surrounded Anthony Davis when his plans to leave New Orleans emerged. He said, the things I do in the community, being a good teammate, playing hard, championships, all that stuff matters the most to me. Between money or legacy, my legacy will win that battle every time. Kevin?
Winning a big part of it, David. Thank you. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. A look at the Lakers. Off to a great start this season, currently in second.
And you know, for the Lakers, they have caught the entire league off guard. This was not a position anyone thought they'd be in at this stage of the season.
And the credit belongs to them for what they did and didn't do during the offseason. I mean, they had a vision, they set it out, and they've stayed true to it.
So let's take a look at the Toronto Raptors starting lineup. Siakam at power forward with Gasol at center. Van Vliet and Lowry are the 1 and the 2. And it's Johnson in at the small forward position. And for the Lakers, up front, it's Kuzma and Davis. Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. And it's Cook in at the 1 spot. And so off the tip, it's Toronto. Van Vliet passes to Gasol. Back to Van Vliet. Floats one up, and Davis sends it back. On the wing, Green. Now recovering. Green kicks to Cook. The Raptors' Nick Nurse winning an NBA title in his first season. Greg is an NBA head coach.
The first time a head coach who'd also helmed a team in a foreign league has won it. Nurse often reminisces fondly on those days coaching in Europe. And this summer, he was entrusted with coaching the Canadian national team at the FIBA World Cup.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Clark, the rookies are still trying to get their firm footing as a new season begins and a new arena for them opens up. Talk about your journey over the course of your rookie year.
Yeah, I remember it was really exciting to have fulfilled the dream of being an NBA player. I struggled early in the season, particularly against some of the veteran guys I ran up against, but found my rhythm and really played extremely well for the second segment of the season. But there was a period, Kevin, when I ran into a wall and just had nothing in terms of sharpness or legs. And then all of a sudden, after about a week and a half of that, it just went away. And I hit my stride and finished strong.
Well, it was Toronto winning their last game against the Pelicans.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
Absolutely, especially on the road when you need those guys off the bench to up the ante.
That's the 3rd straight miss to start this game, and they're still looking for their first basket.
Gasol with the steal. Here's Van Vliet. Here's Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Here is Cook. He had 13 points in the win against Miami.
And he also looked to attack at the defensive end of the floor. 3 steals in that game.
For Toronto, they've gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. The pass to Lowry. Back to Van Vliet. Outside Lowry. The 3. That one misses. And the Lakers take it the other way. Green, the pass to Kuzma. And Kuzma slams it in.
And, you know, I think Kuzma's the kind of guy you've got to push out of the paint. When you don't, this is what happens.
And it's Lowry with the ball. Brings it up for Toronto. Great D that time from Green.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
And the Raptors off to a slow start. It's a three-point game. Here's Lowry, and Davis sends it back.
Boy, I tell you what, Davis uses his length so well. I mean, a defensive stalwart who holds his ground, and because of his timing and length and athleticism, he's an excellent shot blocker.
On the trade for Anthony Davis, a risk for the Lakers, but they feel, Greg, that both sides will find an extension this offseason.
There is mutual interest from both sides. Lakers made the trade confident Davis would resign. A bit of a leap of faith, but the Lakers did everything they could to secure Davis long term.
The first free throw is good.
And, you know, quite a bit of turnover for the Lakers in recent years, guys, from the front office to the coaching staff. I think it's always important for an organization to have a common voice to speak in stereo and have everybody in proper alignment from the top down to the court.
And as the Lakers have looked to fill positions, Clark, a real affinity for candidates with the Lakers history.
Yeah, you know, that's exactly right. They view it as a family, but here recently they've expanded their options and have looked outside of past Laker pedigree in terms of filling some key spots, which is part of what you have to do if you're going to move forward and be successful.
And now it's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best fast break teams from a season ago. The Lakers second. In fourth, the Raptors.
And you know what? These are two of those teams that just live off their transition game. They put a lot of pressure on you defensively because that's where they get the bulk of their offense.
Now here's Van Vliet. A wide open look for Gasol, and the Raptors miss again.
Total breakdown from the defense there. I mean, he'll usually take advantage when that's the case.
And stolen by Siakam. Here's Lowry. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And what a take from Lowry, using that quickness to just blaze to the rim.
Johnson against LeBron. To the middle, and stolen by Siakam. And now here's Johnson, a fast break chance. Kuzma with the defensive effort. Los Angeles leading by 3. All sorts of time, and Davis gets it to go on the assist by LeBron.
Like the sun rising every day, you can count on LeBron to have his head up scanning the floor and finding the open man.
First quarter of play, and just over 3.5 minutes in.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Davis, and Gasol sends it back. Here's Siakam. That shot off. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
And, you know, everything seemed to just kind of flow naturally for them. Felt like they were in a groove from the opening tip.
Here's Siakam following the basket by LeBron James. Siakam passes to Gasol. Bucket is good.
Boy, the confidence of Gasol on the block is really impressive to see. I mean, once he gets good positioning, he goes right to work.
Now here's LeBron. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Miami.
And don't forget about the work he did on the boards. His rebounding was a huge help in that game.
Now here's Van Vliet following the miss by Anthony Davis. Now here's Van Vliet, guarded closer. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Here is Cook. He feeds it to LeBron. Johnson surveying the floor. That shot no good. And the Lakers will go the other way with it.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
Here's Siakam after the basket by the Lakers. Shoots over Kuzma. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Gasol. Good season for him last year. He put up about 13 points a game last season. 8 rebounds and 4 assists. Even though his numbers have been more than solid, I think he'll want to step his game up to another level.
Yeah, and you know, on paper, those numbers are terrific. Most players would be thrilled with those numbers, but as good as they are, I know this guy expects more of himself.
Good. 8 points for Anthony Davis.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Now here's Johnson. 8 points his last outing. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. LeBron against Johnson. Pass to Cook. Now Green. LeBron left side for the 3. Siakam pulls it in. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. That is his first foul of the game. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for the Lakers. And then for Toronto, Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Johnson. And Norman Powell subbed in for Kyle Lowry. Now, here's Siakam. 9 points last game. The Lakers with the rebound. LeBron's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Siakam.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. I mean, he had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
Lakers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one. Clark, a big jump in scoring, but I think a lot of that is because of the prolific role players we have in the NBA now.
Yeah, I agree with you, Kevin. When you think about starters putting up points and then you have guys that fortify benches and can get points in bunches, the first name that comes to mind for me, Lou Williams. A designated role of scoring the basketball in limited minutes. And when he gets it going, watch out. Nobody quite like Lou Williams putting it in the basket as a role player.
And the Raptors call time here.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
Avery Bradley, he's checked in for Quinn Cook.
And let's check out some stats for McGee. A very nice season for him last year. 3rd in shooting percentage and one of the great shot erasers in our game, providing the last line of defense. How about top 5 in the league for blocks?
And it's a pretty terrific feat to finish top 3 in field goal percentage. Just a testament to how hard he works to become the consummate pro.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But, Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality.
An absolutely tremendous athlete, able to go up and finish over the biggest of defenders.
And the Lakers with possession here after the Raptors pick up 2. Bradley can't get it to go.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
And there it is for him.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Now James feeds to Caldwell Pope and stolen by Siakam. Howard with the steal. Here's Caldwell Pope, and it's blocked.
The 7'2" wingspan of Hollis Jefferson paying off right there. His defense can be suffocating.
Siakam finds Hollis Jefferson. Now here's Van Vliet. James covering. Siakam up top. Clock at 4. They get it back. There's Hollis Jefferson. Misses the 3. Los Angeles leading by 4. Here's McGee. And stolen by Siakam. And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Toronto's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Siakam outside.
Howard is an excellent defender with a wide reach, and because of that, he's really good at contesting shots.
That's 4 turnovers out of them already. Sloppy play in the early going.
And Greg, it'll be a long day for them if they keep this up.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Lakers.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
Here's Powell following the basket by LeBron James. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. Down low, Bradley. Off on the layup.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
The drive by James. Rebound by the Raptors.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
Van Vliet looking around. Pass to Siakam. Looking to end his cold spell. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. The Raptors shooting their first free throws of the game. Throw good. Siakam. Clark, we're seeing a lot of shooters drawing contact. They have that art form down. They know exactly what to do and how to position their bodies, don't they?
Yeah, they really do, Kevin. And I don't know if anybody's any better than James Harden, in part because he's so skilled with the ball, but he's a really thick, strong, agile guard, which makes him hard to defend without fouling him. And he's really developed that ability to seek contact in a legal manner. And I don't think anybody does it any better than him.
Bradley, no one around him. Hits it from three-point range. And the Lakers lead by 8.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Now here's Rondo. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Siakam.
And like the physicality he brings to the floor, outstanding at drawing fouls while shooting.
Lakers shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
And that one falls for Rondo.
And when engaged, Rondo is special. A triple-double threat who does a little bit of everything for his squad.
The Raptors making a switch here. Anunoby's checked in. He's off on the second.
Man, they are just living at the line.
Yeah, doing an outstanding job of attacking offensively and forcing the issue.
Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. And here's Caldwell Pope. He brings it up for Los Angeles. They have a 9-point lead. Inside. McGee dishes to Caldwell Pope. Let's take a look at last year's leading shot blockers. You don't want one of these guys in front of you when you're coming down the lane. 5th on the list, JaVale McGee.
And shot blocking is the element of the game that I think he cares about the most. That's where he puts in that effort and energy.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Caldwell Pope.
And trailing here in the early going, too many careless fouls, and they're giving up a lot of trips to the line.
Yeah, not only the trips to the line are a concern, but the foul trouble also. You've got to play defense with your feet and do so without fouling.
And Caldwell Pope drops them both.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Here's McCall. He's covered by Rondo. Here's Siakam. That one's in. Only his 4th make against 9 total shots.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Rondo scanning the floor. Passes it to Bradley. Caldwell Pope with it. Back to Bradley. Clock at 6. And again, the Lakers no good.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
Top of the key, Siakam. Takes a 3. And so the first quarter is in the books. Lakers lead by 9. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. Now a veteran in the NBA, Serge Ibaka, talked about his role on this team.
I like to do all those little things, running up and down, blocking shot, straight to the floor, making open shot, rolling the basket, screen, those dirty work. I like to do that.
And Ibaka, Greg, a great complementary player.
And you like his combination of size and skill, able to impact the game at both ends on a high level.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Setting the floor for the Raptors. Lowry out there with McCall. Then it's Ibaka, and it's Anunoby in at the 4. Here's McCall. He's been quiet so far, still no points in the game. It's stolen by Bradley. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. McGee controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. McGee's got the lead up to 13 now for Los Angeles.
Yeah, with his size and presence in the post, McGee has a lot of value on the offensive glass.
Outside Lowry. Fires the 3. The shot, no good. And it's the Lakers the other way.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
Yeah, and that is some shaky and shoddy defensive work. They've got to tighten it up.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, one of the reasons Toronto was able to win the NBA championship was the astronomical improvement from Pascal Siakam, who was recognized as the league's most improved player. It was the dream of Pascal's late father that he'd reach this level, and his determination to make that reality has brought him a long way from home. Kevin?
It has indeed, D.A. Great story, and thank you. Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. And Kyle Kuzma is subbed in for Avery Bradley. Johnson with it. He's picked up by Rondo. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And Clark, when you look at how the game has changed, if you were entering the league today, how would you reshape your skill set?
Well, the biggest part would be expanding my shooting range. I was a good shooter at the time that I played, but would need to expand it, and was just starting to stretch out my shooting to the three-point line. And then also defensively, be a little more committed to that end of the floor, really working to get better there. But ball handling, passing, scoring, rebounding, those were things that I did pretty well.
And the first one at the line is good.
And the Lakers last season going against the grain to surround LeBron James with playmakers, not shooters. And many criticized that move.
And, you know, guys, you look at it, LeBron is at his very best with the ball in his hands, which means he needs room to attack the lane. It's clear that a course correction was needed.
And both free throws good for Johnson. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Rondo against Lowry. Outside Rondo. Here is Cook. Fires for 3. Drains the three-pointer. Cook's got 5 now.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Gasol kicks to McCaw. The 3. That one's good. The Laker lead is cut down to 13 after the bucket is good from Anunoby.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now here's Rondo. Dishes it to Davis. 5 on the clock. Here's Howard, and that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Howard's got 4 this quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Now here's Lowry. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
And don't forget about his assists. His playmaking was as good or better than his scoring. He was in complete control out there.
Now here's Kuzma. After the Marcus miss, Kuzma passes to Davis. Kept alive. He shoots again. Here's Howard. Rejected by Gasol.
You really got to admire the reach of Gasol. He's excellent at utilizing those long arms of his to turn away shots.
Here's Cook trying to get open as Davis misses off the right iron. Raptors trail by 15. Lowry with the ball. He's picked up by Rondo. Rondo against Lowry. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Howard's got 8 rebounds in this game.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
And that one drops. Davis has got 10.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Now here's Gasol. He picked up 18 points in their last win against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
And he passed the ball so well in that game, keeping everybody involved, even as he was racking up all those points.
And here's Rondo. Marc Gasol getting his 3 to go. Rondo kicks to Kuzma. And there's the pass to Cook. Back to Kuzma. Over Johnson. And Kuzma with the basket on the assist from Cook. Kuzma's got his 2nd basket of the game.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Raptors trail by 16. McCaw, the pass to Gasol. Here's McCaw. Here's Anunoby. And again, it's Toronto converting.
And it's crucial that Anunoby knocks down that jumper, showing how skilled he is from the perimeter.
And Kuzma has it in the corner. Davis up top. Rondo kicks to Davis. The rebound by Gasol. Gasol's got rebound number 5 here tonight. To the middle. Here's Anunoby. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. Davis has got 7 rebounds in the game.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And it's sent back by Howard.
Excellent timing by Howard. He knows exactly when to jump to deny shot attempts.
Gasol with the steal. Here's McCaw. And again, no good by Toronto. Lakers leading by 16. And just like his brother Powell, Marc Gasol active in humanitarian causes.
I mean, we saw him volunteering on rescue boats in the Mediterranean. Mark doing his part, but also bringing attention to that humanitarian crisis.
Here's Anunoby. Following the basket by Anthony Davis. Doubled by Howard. McCaw kicks to Lowry. Launches a 3. Rebounded by Howard.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
It's Kuzma penetrating. And the shot is good. Kuzma's got 6 here in this quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Yeah, and it doesn't take much elevation for Gasol to throw one down, of course, unless somebody's standing right in his way. That dunk is going to be easy money for him.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
And over the last few seasons, Kyle Lowry's scoring trending downward. His assists increasing, though, dramatically, relying more on his teammates to get the job done.
James checked in for the Lakers. Green comes in for Rajon Rondo. And then for Toronto, Siakam is checked in for OG Anunoby. Norman Powell comes in for Patrick McCaw. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Lowry. No good. Shot missing. Good D by LeBron. And we've seen Lowry settling for more perimeter shots in recent years.
I mean, he's always had a great motor, but you have to adapt as you get older. Some back issues starting to creep in, and important for him to stay healthy along the way.
And the defense, no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
James outside. To the paint. Here's Davis. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Davis has got 14.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
It's Gasol missing.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
How about the leaping ability of Davis? Easily gets off the ground to throw it down. And he's a quick jumper and decision maker.
Now here's VanVleet. He's tightly guarded. And the foul called on Danny Green. That's his first foul. Serge Ibaka is checked in for the Raptors. Hollis Jefferson comes in for Johnson. Siakam outside. And Davis sends it back. And here's the fast break. Cook leading the way from 11 feet away. And Davis with the basket on the assist from Cook. 18 points for him.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
And so VanVleet will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. And Siakam has it in the corner. And Davis sends it back. Here's LeBron. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And the foul goes against Toronto.
Boy, LeBron's taking a lot of punishment over the years. For him, just part of the game.
And the bright lights of L.A. perhaps too much for some players. But you know what, Greg? Not for LeBron James.
This guy thrives in the spotlight. The Lakers crafting a roster to satisfy his championship ambitions. Off the court, the City of Angels perfect for maximizing his business aspirations.
And he knocks down the first one.
Well, I don't think it's been a secret. I mean, LeBron James hopes to become the greatest of all time. At least that's my perspective on it. Last season, he surpassed his idol, Michael Jordan, in career scoring. He called it one of the real pinnacles of his career.
And stolen by James. Here's Howard. Serge Ibaka with the rebound. Ibaka's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. To the wing on the left. Pass to Van Vliet. Shot clock at 6. To end the run, LeBron with the block.
Using his length and timing and bounce to perfection there. LeBron James, an excellent shot blocker.
And the Lakers with another miss. And you might think about what sets LeBron James apart among the all-time greats. He's the only player who's top 10 in both scoring and assists.
Well, I would even take it a little further, guys. His overall all-around brilliance is what truly separates him from the rest of the great players, because he's top 20 in steals as well as approaching top 50 in rebounds. That's remarkable, and he's done it from day one.
Siakam misses.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
And look at hanging in the air, double pump, and then throws it down.
And you see the D, they just stepped aside, let him pick what kind of move he wanted to make. Wow.
And what a beautiful move it was that he picked.
And the Raptors call time here. Anthony Davis really making a difference here.
He's really taking it to him inside. They got to find a way to slow him down.
And let's check out stats for James. Last season, he played outstanding. How about 27 points a game, 8 assists, and 8 rebounds? It's hard to wrap your head around numbers like these, but that is just what he delivers night in and night out.
You know, it's so easy for us to take him for granted, to get spoiled with what he does. I think we've got to be more appreciative of the kind of impact this man has in every game he plays.
Now here's Bradley. Following the miss by Pascal Siakam. Pass to LeBron. 1:04 left in the first half of basketball. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Serge Ibaka picks one up there. The Lakers have been shooting right around 75% at the line, 9 of 12 so far.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for James.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
One way to protect the lead, knock down those free throws, and 100% free throwing for the quarter, that's superb.
Good on both.
You talk about LeBron James, he does it all. Defends, scores, rebounds, passes, high IQ, unselfish, a leader off the court as well as on.
Now here's Van Vliet. To the inside, Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Bradley with the ball, covered by Van Vliet. Back to Bradley. McGee against Ibaka. McGee the pass to Green. Three-pointer. Los Angeles keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock.
Monster quarter for him. He's put the team on his back, trying to carry them to the W.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And he lobs it up toward the rim. It's stolen by Davis. The drive by Green, and it's blocked by Ibaka.
An elite rim protector, Ibaka has the highly desired combination of athleticism and timing.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And Kentavious, you guys were getting a lot of offensive rebounds in the first half. How important was that?
Oh, man, that is important. We got to keep them off the glass. We can't get them second shot, and we got offensive rebound too as well. Get us some second chance at the basket and just keep working hard.
Well, you made it work in the first half, KCP. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. This home crowd is elated about what they've seen so far. I'm Ernie Johnson. That's Shaquille O'Neal. That's Kenny Smith. It was a big-time first quarter from Anthony Davis. He had 20 points, 4 blocked shots, and a monster amount of rebounds. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
I'll tell you, Anthony Davis every year has improved his skill level. Much more comfortable from three-point range now, much better ball handler, and better at finding the open man. The complete package.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on Toronto?
Well, their sloppy play really surprised me, especially the turnovers. No matter who they had out there, they never seemed to be on the same page. Their only hope is to make every possession count, and that means taking care of the ball.
And that's all we have for now. Tell the folks goodbye, Shaq. Tell the folks goodbye,
Goodbye.
Kenny. Goodbye. Go to Kevin Harlan.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You know, Davis has been exceptional here, guys.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. Up front, it's Kuzma and Davis. And it's Cook in at the point. That's the Laker 5. Now, here's Kuzma. Back to James. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Not going to miss many chances from that range. That's LeBron's wheelhouse there.
Van Vliet with it. Lowry at the elbow. Misses off the left iron.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
The Raptors have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good, Van Vliet. So he gets them both. And here is LeBron. To the paint, here's Davis, and it's Davis with the jam.
Boy, LeBron's vision is second to none, and his decision-making just as good. Slick pass there.
Second half rolling along now, about a minute played here. Now here's Van Vliet. Passes it to Siakam. Looking to get back on track here. No good that time. Kuzma with the defensive effort. Lays it up and banks it in. Kuzma's got 10 points in the game.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action.
Clearly out of sync to begin this half. 0 for their first 3 attempts.
Here is Cook, covered by Van Vliet. Green, the pass to Davis. And they double up Davis. 4 on the shot clock. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 3 assists in the game.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And there's the foul. It's on Quinn Cook. That is his first foul of the game. Siakam kicks to Gasol. Now Van Vliet. There's the pass to Lowry. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. And here's what the schedule for the Lakers looks like. On Tuesday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns. And then on Wednesday, they'll be playing against Draymond Green and the Golden State Warriors. The Lakers have gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter. Marc Gasol picks up the foul, and that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Nice shot by James.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
For Toronto, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half.
You know, guys, in his rookie season, Kyle Kuzma shot over 36% from long range. Last season, that number was at 30%. Interesting to see which way that goes going forward.
James, the pass to Kuzma. Good D by Siakam.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And, you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Caldwell Pope's checked in. Clark at the University of Utah over 3 seasons. Kuzma never shot better than 32% from long distance.
Yeah, you know, some reasonably doubt whether his rookie season mark will be sustainable, but he's got the confidence level offensively and work ethic. I'd bet on him to get those percentages back up for sure.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, tampering is a touchy subject, but it's a word we're hearing more often. Teams want to retain their star players, but they know that there's always talk during a season. Now, teams can only express interest in a player when he hits free agency, but players can talk amongst each other freely all season. Star players like LeBron James are tied into their front offices. And some people wonder if there's much of a difference between what the player says and what his team is thinking. Kevin?
Good point, David. Thank you. The shot by Lowry, no good for Los Angeles. They've gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third. That was a strong dunk.
It never gets old seeing LeBron throw it down, especially when he decides to do it with a little flavor.
Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Guys, their play close to the hoop has been great all game.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Rajon Rondo's checked in for the Lakers. And then for Toronto, OG Anunoby's checked in for Siakam. And it's Patrick McCaw in for Johnson. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
Now here's James. 18 points for him. And Rajon Rondo, the basket on the assist by James. LeBron's got 6 assists in the game. Lowry against Caldwell Pope. Here's Lowry. 5 points in the game. Outside Gasol. Pass to McCaw. Shot clock at 5. The Raptors need to get a shot off. Van Vliet can't get it to go. The Lakers have gone 7 of 9 from the field to start this second half. Some tremendous shooting from them. James kicks to Kuzma. Shoots over Van Vliet. Off target on the 15-footer. The Raptors shooting a ghastly 26% from the field. Their offensive game looking completely out of whack. Down low, here's James, and finished off by LeBron.
Well, he's fantastic at playing to his strengths. Doesn't get outside of himself. I mean, when he's scoring at an efficient clip like that, he's hard to stop.
Now here's Van Vliet. He's covered by Rondo. Kuzma against Lowry. Kuzma can't get it to go.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Here's McCaw. Rebound the Lakers. Davis has got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place. Rondo passes to Kuzma. Trying to get open is Davis. Kuzma can't get it to go. Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Here's McCaw, covered by LeBron. McCaw kicks to Lowry. Pass to Anunoby. At the elbow, it's Gasol. Here's Van Vliet. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. Van Vliet's got 9.
Encouraging signs for him after starting the game poorly. He's picked it up here in the second half.
LeBron dishes to Davis. Some solid defense from Gasol.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
As he enters his mid-30s, Marc Gasol showing no signs of slowing down. If anything, I think he's a better all-around basketball player.
JaVale McGee's checked in for Davis. And Toronto also making a switch. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Fred Van Vliet. Gasol hits them both. And through his first 8 seasons in the NBA, Marc Gasol made a total of 12 three-pointers. Nowadays, Greg, he'll make more than that in a month.
and you ask around, he's always been capable. A great shooting touch. It's just a different job description for big men nowadays.
McGee, and the slam dunk by McGee.
You know, all McGee needs, guys, is good positioning. Once he has that, dunking the ball is elementary.
Toronto's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Pass to Anunoby. It doesn't go for him. And the Lakers going the other way now. Next up, they'll face the Suns. That'll be in Phoenix. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. The pass to McCaw. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Boy, you've got to appreciate the passing there. Results in a great look.
Rondo with it. Pass to McGee. On the wing, James. And the shot is long. Raptors shooting a terrible 27% from the floor. Boy, an off night for them, to say the least. Pass to McCaw. Here's Gasol. And that one, good. Gasol's got 11 points.
That's simply an outstanding play, working the size mismatch right at the rim.
Lowry against Rondo. Passes it to Kuzma. Over Ibaka. And the Lakers with another miss. The Raptors shooting 31% here in the third. Offensively, they are looking bleak. Lowry has the open look. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
And their lasers are starting to do their thing. I mean, that's going to be the ticket for them the rest of the way.
Now here is McGee. He's got 6. Back to Rondo. They can't stop the run with that one. Toronto's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Now the pass to Ibaka. Pulls it up. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Ibaka's got his second basket of the night.
And, you know, Lowry looks to set up his open teammates beautifully. Nice dime there, and it really keeps the team tied together nicely.
Now here's LeBron. He's got 20. Here's McGee. Serge Ibaka pulls it in. Ibaka's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Gasol. It's good. With that basket, he's now 5 for 9.
Just a positive force right now for these guys, and though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
And they're committing an awful lot of fouls here, and not of the good variety. You don't want to give up easy layups, sure, but it's been a non-stop parade to the foul line.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Howard's checked in for LeBron. Green comes in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And Bradley's subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Raptors also changing it up. Rondé Hollis-Jefferson comes in for OG Anunoby. And it's Powell in for Patrick McCaw. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. One thing about Kyle Kuzma, Clark, he's not a ball stopper. When he touches the ball, he is shooting it.
I would not disagree with you there, guys. He is fearless looking for a shot. He hunts his shot aggressively, and he's very efficient. He doesn't need a lot of dribbles, but the one thing I like about him is that he doesn't hold on to that ball long. He's going to make a quick, decisive move or get it out of his hands.
Free throw good, Kuzma.
Kyle Kuzma is a guy who burst on the scene during his rookie year and is a fun player to watch. He's a guy that really has an outstanding all-around game.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And here are the Raptors now. And here's Lowry. 8 points for him. High arcing shot, and the layup is good. Lowry's got 8 points here in this quarter.
A veteran guard with a knack for penetrating defenses. Lowry can pretty much get any shot he wants.
Pass to Kuzma. Good work defensively by Gasol.
Hey, how about imagining if they were hitting their shots, how big the lead could be. But so far, that's not been the case. Yeah, you know, guys, this has been far from his best game. A disappointing outing for both him and the team.
Hey, Greg, when you evaluate Avery Bradley, the offense isn't what it once was, but the defense is certainly still there.
Yeah, Bradley has struggled with the scoring in recent years, but defense, that does not go cold. Still a menace to ball handlers, and his reach and length can suffocate perimeter players.
And he makes the first. Siakam is checked in for Toronto. And both free throws good for Kuzma.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime. Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
Here's Bradley. 1:09 left here in the third quarter. Pass to Kuzma. Intercepted. And there's the call on Howard. That's his first foul of the game. In the bonus, will go to the free throw line. The Raptors have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
And as a team, excellent a season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
58 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Bradley against Lowry. Bradley kicks to Howard. Bradley deciding where to go with it. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Bradley's got 6.
And, you know, I think this is exactly what you want Howard to do. I mean, when somebody's open, show that you're willing to give the ball up.
Powell, the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Ibaka outside. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. 6 to shoot. Three-pointer, Lowry. A rebound by the Lakers. 16 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Kuzma. Goes back up. Good work defensively by Ibaka. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Gets it to go from 18 feet away.
Boy, Hollis Jefferson, a terrific athlete who actually thrives in transition.
And so it's Los Angeles, holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And so Ibaka will bring it up for Toronto. On the court for Toronto to start the fourth. Lowry and Powell, the guards. Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. And it's Hollis Jefferson in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Hollis Jefferson, 6 on the shot clock. Ibaka. And that one is off. Excellent D from Howard. On the wing, Green. From outside the arc. They get the rebound. And McGee kicks to Howard. And he can't bank that one in.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Powell makes it off the glass. Powell's got his first 2 points.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Now here's Howard. In the corner, Bradley with it. Powell pulls it in. Raptors trail by 20. Lowry passes to Hollis Jefferson. Clark, there are strong divisions and there are weak divisions. And the NBA might be considering removing divisions altogether and having only 2 conferences. What do you think?
You know, that's interesting. I like the divisions because that's what we've been accustomed to, but just having straight conferences, I wouldn't see much harm in that. You'd adjust the schedule accordingly in terms of how many games you play within the conference and how many times each opponent, but I think that could work.
Passes it to McGee. And it's McGee slamming it down.
I think McGee's been working on that one. I mean, you don't just come up with that off the top of your head, boy. You got to think that one through.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Powell kicks to Siakam. The dish to Lowry. Here's the teardrop. And Siakam throws it down.
And the second chance becomes a dunk. We could feel over here.
GA, such a good, aggressive play in the paint.
Guys, it's all about persistence on the offensive glass. You just can't ever give up on a play.
And he gets it to go. And 12 points for Kyle Lowry.
Nice job hitting him right in stride. Excellent play.
Here is Cook. And the pass to Bradley. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Free throw good from Bradley. And the Lakers making a change here. Davis is checked in. Johnson, he's checked in for the Raptors. Fred VanVleet comes in for Kyle Lowry. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Any changes you'd like to see made in the process when players and teams are fined for any number of things, incidents on the floor or off the floor?
Well, I think there's a place for fines and the different amounts depending on how egregious the act is by a player or team makes some sense. I think having different categories, but I'm one that would rather hit hard and less often. So I think if you want to minimize the number of finable offenses, then make the penalty be greater for those things that are finable.
Here's Ibaka, and a miss there on the triple. Lakers leading by 20. Floats it up for Davis. And the rejection by Ibaka. Here's Powell. And he drops in the layup off the glass. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Here is Cook, covered by VanVleet. Siakam against McGee. On the wing, Davis. Just 5 to shoot. And it's off the back rim, no good. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Raptors. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Now here is Davis. Following the miss by Pascal Siakam. And that one drops for him. Green's got his first points in this one.
They're taking it right into the teeth of the defense, and it's a defense that's starting to look frustrated.
Well, they should be. I mean, it has not been a good performance for them at that end of the floor.
Here's Powell. After the basket by Los Angeles. Siakam. That one good for 2.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
James, the pass to Davis. Kicks to McGee. Over Johnson. Finds the open look, and it's on target. 10 points for JaVale McGee.
Guys, I tell you what, feels like everything is coming easy to him. Just taking what he sees and capitalizing.
Well, Clark, at the college level, a coach was recently offered a lifetime contract. Think we'll ever see that in the NBA?
Well, you can't quite say never.
Right.
I said in college basketball, I never thought in my lifetime I'd see a 16 beat a 1 seed.
Right.
So never say never, but it's not going to happen.
Well, but you've got a lifetime contract doing this, so I guess it does happen in some quadrants.
Well, you got information that I don't have.
Siakam hits them both. Clark, we've had sponsors on the uniforms for a couple of seasons now. Do you think everyone's grown used to seeing them?
Yeah, I think it's a normal part of the landscape, and it will take a little more time. I've noticed them myself as I've watched games. We're certainly a far cry from looking like NASCAR drivers, which I think is a good thing. You want them to be done visibly, but not overdone.
Now, here's Siakam after LeBron James's miss. Los Angeles leading by 16. He kicks it to Green. Back to LeBron. And it's good, 2 points. LeBron's got 10 points in just the second half.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Here's Siakam following the basket by LeBron James. It's stolen by Davis. James against Johnson. James kicks to McGee. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. LeBron's got his 7th assist here tonight.
Well, you like guys who can work that in-between area, really keeps the defense honest.
And I tell you what, guys, I mean, with his combination of size and touch, he's a real threat from mid-range.
Ibaka, wide open, he fires. The dive for the ball, and Toronto turns it over again. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for the Lakers. And Toronto also making a switch. Gasol's checked in. For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the 4th quarter. LeBron up top. He's guarded by Johnson. LeBron passes to Kuzma. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Greg, no question about it. They found a nice rhythm from deep.
Now, here's Siakam. No good, unable to end this run.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
And here are the Raptors now, following the bucket by the Lakers. Pass to Van Vliet. This one for 3. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. They kick it out to Green. Shoots over Powell. And there's Green on the assist by LeBron. LeBron's got 9 assists now tonight. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Now here's Van Vliet. Here's Siakam. And he gets the bucket. Siakam's got 10 points in the quarter.
And with that one, he halts an 11-0 run by Los Angeles.
And they double up James. Trying to find Davis. He's got it now. And it's Davis with the jam.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
And there's the foul. It's on Quinn Cook. That's his 3rd foul of the game. A big group substitution here for the Lakers. Jared Dudley's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Troy Daniels comes in for LeBron. Alex Caruso, he's checked in for Danny Green. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Cook. And Toronto will go for a different look here. Boucher is checked in. Patrick McCaw comes in for Stanley Johnson. Thomas checked in for Norman Powell. Davis is subbed in for Fred Van Vliet.
As dangerous as he is inside, Davis gives opponents nightmares when he's able to get to the mid-range. He's very reliable when he steps back and takes the jump shot.
Here is Davis following the basket by Anthony Davis. Outside Thomas. Mark, the max contract didn't exist when you were playing. Is it something that should be up for debate?
Well, it's a function of the economics of the league now, and in theory, there's some reasons why you have max contracts, because a guy has earned that opportunity, a way to keep a star player or a max contract player with the same team, I think is part of the reasoning behind it. I mean, debating it and talking about it is probably something that makes some sense. If you're thinking about getting rid of it, I'm not so sure.
Daniels dishes to Davis. The shot, no good. Toronto shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively. Right side, Thomas. Shot clock at 5. Pass to McCaw from past the arc. And again, Toronto with the triple.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Passes to Caruso. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. Rondo's got 3 assists now in this one. Now here's Davis. The pass to McCaw. The last couple of years, Clark, we've seen a couple of Hall of Fame level players go on these farewell tours on their final year in the NBA. What a great way for fans of opposing teams to honor these terrific stars.
You know, I was a little bit mixed on how I felt about the farewell tours, but these two were handled so beautifully, and there have been others that have been handled great. It gives the fans an opportunity to
Take a break.
express
Take a break.
their feelings for some of the greats in the game, and that's heartwarming for all of us, I think.
Yeah, you and I were just talking about the way Kobe and Wade were terrific in their tours. And that one misses. JaVale McGee's checked in for Anthony Davis. Good on the second free throw. Now Rondo. Pass to Caruso. Back to Rondo. Shoots over Van Vliet. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. And so Gasol will bring it up for Toronto. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And now it's 27 points for Siakam. Lakers leading by 22. Outside Rondo. Pass to Caruso. Now McGee. Lowry covering. The Lakers working the ball around now. And that one's good. Daniels.
Now how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Now here's Van Vliet. Defense right on him. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Clark, should the NBA consider widening the court to even out the value of those corner threes?
You know, that wouldn't be a bad idea, Kevin. But I also like the fact that there's a deep three at the top and on the wing. And then you've got a little shorter three if you can get to that corner. Widening the lane to make that three more in line or symmetrical with the deep three at the top. I kind of like having a short corner three.
I agree with you. Thomas checked in for Kyle Lowry.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Lakers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
It sure is. It's just a 2-gamer since they're in opposite conferences, and you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Anthony Davis.
Yeah, and he was aggressive rebounding the ball tonight. I think his aggressiveness on the glass helped set the tone.
One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and gameplay. Here's Dudley. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Some solid defense from Gasol. Here's McCaw. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Hey, LeBron, congrats on the win. What do you think made the difference tonight?
Defense. We made our mark defensively. We understand that for the long term, we have to defend at a high level. We've been doing it.
It does start at that end, LeBron. Congrats again. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.